Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Ol'SargeCollects. Today is going to be the first installment of what I'm calling Military Card Monday. And that's where I'm going to be sharing military cards that I have in my collection. These are going to be from different tobacco sets, gum sets, random cards. Sometimes it might be an entire set. Sometimes it might be, just a couple of cards. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, like I said, this is the first installment of what I predict as being quite a few, because I have a large number of military cards within my collection. So it's something that I enjoy collecting, coming from my background. So I feel like I can relate to these cards. Anyway, the first video I'm going to share with you is going to be from a gum set. This is from the 1934 Goudey chewing gum Soldier's Boys set, and it's a pretty cool set. It's a 24 card set, and it's got some really cool graphics on it. And if you think about it, this is at the dawn of World War II, so there's going to be some interesting symbols and interesting images that you see here. So just really cool. Anyway, the first card number 1, I'm going to go in numerical order. Card number 1 is the U.S. Admiral, and this shows an admiral in the United States Navy, and you've got the American colors behind him on that shield. You've also got looks like some destroyers or some battleships behind him. So really cool image, I feel. And this is what the back looks like, and it gives an example, a write-up of a United States Navy admiral. So if you want to pause this and check out each one of these backs, that's cool. So moving on to the next card, and that is going to be card number 2, the Scottish soldier. And this is in an SGC4. Really cool image. He's wearing his kilt. You've got some planes in the background, and it looks like some soldiers in a trench in their foxhole shooting up skyward, probably at some of those planes. So just a neat image. And here's the back of this card. And you've got the Scottish flag behind him. Really cool image. Then you've got an interesting one. Card number 3 here is Japan. So this set doesn't talk about, the Axis and the Allies. It just gives an account for different countries. And in this case, you've got Japan. Now, as we know, Japan was one of the United States enemies during World War II. But this is ideally what a Japan soldier would look like. Japanese soldier would look like during the World War II era. So you've got some artillery in the background, and it's taken out what looks like a house or a hut, command quarters perhaps. And you've got the Japanese flag. You've got the Japanese soldier with his rifle and bayonet. And then he's got his entrenching tool right here on his belt. Just really cool image. And here's the back. Let's see if I can hold it there for a while. So if you want to pause it and take a look. Okay. Then the next card we have is Czechoslovakia. And I've not sent this in for grading. I'm actually contemplating selling off this set. So this card right here might be one that gets sold. I might keep a couple just to represent the set. But anyway, check this out. So in the background of this Czechoslovakian soldier, you've got the Czech flag. You've got another soldier running. He's looks to be like this is a image of maybe trench warfare. So you've got the concertina wire, and you've got some soldiers dug in over here behind the trench, and I can't tell what country those soldiers are from, but still a pretty cool card. Here's the back of that one. And the next one's a doozy here. This one is a Russian soldier. Really cool. Probably one of my favorite cards in this set, believe it or not. Because it shows an airborne Russian soldier. So, really cool. You've got, World War II was kind of the advent of airborne, jumping out of planes and stuff. So, really neat how this is at the dawn of that concept, and you've got that concept on a card. So really cool imagery in the background, and this is definitely a card I would probably keep in my collection even if I sold off the rest of the set, just because of the imagery in the background. Just really neat. So, and here's the back of the card. Let's go ahead and set that one up. All right, then the next one is a Swedish soldier from Sweden. So you've got the Swedish flag. You've got some air defense back there in the background. So you can tell here that there's some airplanes. That has got to be some air defense artillery, ADA. And you've got Swedish soldiers there trying to take out those airplanes. Here's what the back looks like. Here's the write-up. The next card is also one of my favorites for all you Marines out there. This is card number 7, the United States Marines. Really neat image there of a Marine with the U.S. colors in the background. And you've got some sort of fighting vehicle right there with a Marine next to him. Usually they would use these vehicles for cover as they were moving from point A to point B. And they would use the vehicles for cover for small arms, and then they would pop out from behind the vehicle and take out the enemy. So sometimes they would use the vehicle to take out the enemy. So anyway, here's the write-up on the back. And we're going to replace the Admiral with the Marine. Okay. Next is Finland. And here we have an alpine view in the background. You've got soldiers on skis. Really cool. You've got a soldier here who's catching some air on skis. You've got some others here who are, looks like, walking up the mountain. But just a really neat image in the background. And that Finland soldier. And the next card is card number 9, the French Foreign Legion. These guys have a great reputation for being pretty awesome. So here you have the French Foreign Legion. I find is always in and around the Egypt area. And likewise you have some French Foreign Legion on Camelback here. So I can only assume that that's where they are again. They're in the Egypt area. Pretty neat. Here's the write-up on the back. And the next is the Italian officer. Now, as you know, in the beginning of the war, Italy was one of our enemies, the United States enemies. So you've got a Italian army officer here. You've got a tank shooting at or a fighting vehicle shooting at a plane. So, pretty neat image there. That plane's trying to take out a tank. And there's the back. All right, one of my favorites in the set, and the next card is card number 11, Great Britain. And these guys were known as Tommies. Here you've got some... Now this is a really cool image. You've got some Tommies here laying down and in what we call the prone position, and they're fighting. They're firing a crew serve weapon. This would generally be like a machine gun here, but they're wearing gas masks. That's kind of a neat image. And so they've got the I forget what the flag is. Is it Union Jack? What's the name of the British flag? You guys help me out here. You've got some concertina wire right there. Really neat image. And here's the write-up on the back. Again, calling these guys British Tommies. Let's replace Scotland with the British Tommy. And the next card is going to be of Poland. Card number 12. Now this Polish soldier is carrying some ammo cans. And you've got some mortars in the back, some mortarmen right here firing off a mortar. Really cool image. He's got his weapon slung around in the front. And he's carrying some ammo cans. Here's the write-up on the back if you want to pause and have a read. Okay, the next card is card number 13, and this is the French Poliou. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but just another French soldier, a soldier representing France. And they've got a machine gun here firing at some planes. You've got again some looks like trench warfare with some concertina wire. You know, prior to World War II, most countries their only other war experience was World War I, where trench warfare was utilized. So they've got that imagery still stuck in their heads, and this is early before. Really before the main World War II started in 1934. So definitely before the U.S. entered the war. All right, the next is the Irish Republic. Really neat card. You got the Irish flag in the background. You got some artillery there behind him. Pretty cool card. Here's the back. Next you have Hungary. And he's got some air defense artillery. And the Hungary flag behind him. Here's the write-up. Card number 15. Like I said, there's only 24 cards in the set. This next one is Romanian. A Romanian soldier. And I'm trying to figure out what that vehicle is in the background. It might be an engineering vehicle, because I don't see a main gun on it. So this might be a mine clearing vehicle or some sort of engineering vehicle. Anyway, pretty cool. I like that hat that he's wearing. Not really a helmet. And here is the back. The next card is an Italian Alpine. So Alpine being, in the Alps. So you've got snow, you've got some Italian soldiers on skis. Pretty neat. I don't know if I'd want to ever fight on mountaintop like that. Doesn't seem like I mean any fighting is not desirable, but you know I'd rather be in a warmer climate. I think everything hurts when it hurts more when you're cold. You stub your toe, you bend a finger or something. Everything hurts more. The next card is card number 18, and this is the French African Zouaves. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. So this guy looks like he was on Indiana Jones with that hat and everything. Pretty cool image though. Again, this is one of those areas where French occupied, or the country of France owned at the time. Back in the day when you had England and France and Germany, and owning different areas. So here's the backup, the background or whatever. All right, next card is Greece. Shout out to George, my buddy George, Concrete Buddy. He was looking for this card. Greece is a cool card. I like his outfit there. Looks like you've got some artillery in the background, and he's in a mountain scene. Here's the back of it. All right, next we have the British East Africa, the Askari. Got some soldiers on horseback. And he is at, his weapon is shoulder arms there. Here's the back. All right, the next card is one of my favorites. This is card number 21, the German General. So just take a look at the imagery on there. You've got some artillerymen in the background with some explosions. You've got the German flag behind him. And we all know what's on that flag. And now look, this may be an unpopular view, but I've always served. I served in the U.S. Army, but this may be an unpopular view. But the German uniform, regardless of time frame, whether it was 1800s, whether it was early 1900s, during World War II, even present day, the German uniforms, in my opinion, have always been the nicest looking uniforms. So here's the write-up on the back. I know that's a very opinionated view, but I was living in Germany, stationed there for a long time, and worked with the German army. Those guys are awesome. They are now. I can't speak for during World War II, but they are now, and their uniforms are still really nice. This next one is Austria. Card number 22, I believe. Austria. Some more artillery in the back. Here's the back of the card. And this next one is another German soldier. And so this is card number 23. Another artillery background. Here's the write-up. Let's go ahead and replace Mr. Russia here. And then we've got the last card is the British India, the Sikh. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but he is from India. And I love the turban. Definitely sets this card apart. And in the background, you've got some soldiers on horseback, and some other soldiers. Looks like doing some, traversing a mountain. So interesting background. Here is the write-up on the back. All right, guys. Well, it's been 20 minutes since I started this video, and what do you guys think? What do you think about this set? What's your thoughts on this set? And tell me what you think. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the set. I hope that you find it interesting, and tune in the future for another Military Card Monday episode. Y'all take care, keep hunting the good stuff, and we'll talk to you soon.